Hey everyone, this is James from Mad River Homestead here in Southwest Ohio, and I'm getting ready to start another project. Seems like I always have projects. But what happens, we got these goats, and I just didn't realize how much hay they might go through during the winter. And you could see the hay feeder here. This is the one that I built when I built their pen. And even now, before the winter's even closed, they're eating some hay. That's with me taking them back in the back. I'll take them for walks into the woods and sometimes tether them out there. And they're eating a lot of that undergrowth that's back there. But even at that, they're still going through some hay as well. So I decided I need to build a hay shed. I bought 40 bales of hay, and I was only able to get 20 of them into my garden shed. So got to make room. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's my next project. I'll take you over there where it is, but before I do, just wanted to show you this. My wonderful grandchildren, Jalea and Braylon, got that, and this one for my 60th birthday last week. And you know, I guess they thought the property needed to be protected against litigation in case they get attacked by a goat, which I don't ever see that happening. What do you think, Ezra? Lily? They are sweet as can be. Anyway, so over here, I went and got the lumber today. So I got all that. And these are going to be the posts. And so it's going to be 12 feet across and 10 feet deep. So I'll probably start right around in this area, go back 10 feet across 12, and back. So just 3-wall shed. I'll put the metal siding on it, and should be more than enough room to store the hay, as well as maybe some other things that I have in mind. I'm also going to, on this side or this end of the shed, I'm going to put in a milking stand. So that is my next project. I am going to get started here momentarily. Going to be doing the toughest part first. That is digging the holes for the post, and I'll get that done, and I'll add segments as I go, as always, and then put it out on YouTube. And hopefully it'll be helpful. I don't have any plans drawn up or anything like that as usual. Just got it in my head, have a pretty good idea of what I want to do. So hopefully it'll turn out good and be helpful to somebody. Thank you. So I got my first post in, my second hole dug over there. Just wanted to show you the method that I use for posts and used in this manner. It's not got a lot of tension pulling it one way or the other. On my clothesline, I used concrete for the post for my clothesline, but for this, I'm simply going to do that. Just fill it back in. Get it level, make sure it's still nice and level. And then this is a spud bar. It's used to, you can cut branch or roots that are down there, but you can also use it when you get the dirt up so high, just use it and just tamp down with it. And you'd be amazed how rigid that pole is going to be. Oops, I forgot to make a video and add 4 posts in, but really not a big difference, big deal. So I've got actually 5 posts in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll have another one on this front part just as an added brace for the front of the roof. So as usual, I'm a little out of square. I used all the methods, 3, 4, 5, that's where you go. 3 feet from this corner, 4 feet from this corner, and wherever 5 feet measures from here to there, that's your point that you got a straight line. I don't know. And also I measured from this corner to that corner, so my diagonals from here to here, and I thought I had them right, but I was off just a little bit. I talked to the hay. The hay said it doesn't mind as long as it doesn't get wet. So I'm close enough that I don't think it'll make a big difference, but I'm using horizontal joists because I'm going to be putting the metal siding on, so thought I'd try that. I think it's going to work pretty good. So these are very level all the way around. So I got a gap, but I think I'm gonna probably put gravel in the bottom. At least I'm thinking about that. Either way, I'm gonna use pallets to stack my hay on. May put a bed of gravel down, if not now, at some point in the future. But anyway, that's what I got so far. Well, you found an easy dust bath, didn't you? You liking that? I am gonna have to get around here and work though. Just a little tip. I'm sure a lot of you watching this probably already know this, and just seeing what I'm showing, you probably can think of but dozen different ways to do it better. But anyway, when you're trying to get a board level across there, I just found the easiest way is to make a mark at the same spot on each side, drive a screw, let it rest on there. I'll drill my holes on each end and be good to go. And then I will sink another post in here. I'm gonna use my plumb to get that one in the right spot, but this is what I got so far, framing up pretty nicely. And just to show it worked, perfectly level. All right, so this is where I am. Basically, all I have to do is put the roof on. I went ahead and added a middle post here just to give that some added support to the roof. So it seems to be pretty steady. I mean, no rocking at all. So I haven't used these corner pieces before, but that kind of sets it off. If you're in Southwest Ohio, you probably know that the Buckeyes are a pretty big thing here. Not that I'm a big Buckeyes fan, but hey, I like blue and red. They go well together. So everything looks pretty good so far. Everything's straight, level. So get that roof on. Hopefully I can get that done in the next day or so and be able to move everything in that I need to store in here. Okay, got my furring strips on and I am ready to put on the roof. So you'll see this side, they're all 10 inches out. Then when I get over to this side, I just left them all hanging out. The reason for that is because the building is just a little bit out of square, like a ½ inch, something like that. Not much, but I'll start over on that side, and then so that side at least will be all squared up. And then I get over here, wherever this last piece is coming to, I'm just gonna mark all those boards and then cut them off with the Sawzall so they'll be even with the edge of the roof. So it's coming together pretty nicely. Should be done in another hour and a half or so. Well, the shed is complete. I may eventually add some doors on the front. I've got tracks that I can put sliding doors on. It wouldn't be that tough. So I probably will do it. Just a little added shield from the weather. But I got plenty of room back there to stack up my hay and still have enough room for a milking stand. So I'll do the quick walk around. Everything's squared up pretty nicely. The front, I've got it hanging over and it's the same distance that it hangs over all the way down. Unlike the chicken run, which was a little bit off. One end was hanging out a little bit longer than the other, but in the back it's the same little hangover there. So I think it looks pretty good. I really like that molding that I added, and that's gonna definitely help with keeping the weather out of there. So now all I gotta do my cleanup and then start filling it. And just like that, everything's cleaned up and the hay is stored. So I'm really happy with the way this turned out. Took me a little bit less than a week. I started on it on last Saturday, and throughout the week just worked a little bit here and there, and finished it up today. So I hope this is helpful if you're looking to try to build something similar. I don't use any kind of plans or anything, so I'm not able to share anything like that. My wife came out to look at my progress the other day, and she was exclaiming over how good it looked, and she said, "Did you have plans that you used to make this?" And I said, "No, I wouldn't know the first thing about drawing up plans, and if I had the plans, I probably wouldn't know how to use them. I just kind of get it in my head what I want it to look like and just go from there." But you know, if you're doing something similar, maybe just watching the progress that I was making, if nothing else, maybe you get some ideas. Maybe you get some ideas on how not to do it. But anyway, hopefully it was helpful, and I really appreciate you watching the video. And so thank you, and God bless.